Welcome to Rising Above Shadows of Abuse. Rasa. Dear host Grace of her. What measures are in place to support and rehabilitate these children who have been trafficked in Colombia? And how effective are these programs? Are there programs at all?
Well, the government is giving efforts, is making efforts to prevent and to aware and to help and to support the victims, right? So there are preventive educational programs in the schools. For example, we are teachers, so we have in our curriculums to teach the dangers of consumption of drugs, and through education. The education is the key solution for all the problems in the society. So that's why we mentioned school-based programs thanks to the Ministry of Education. There are awareness campaigns, there are family and social support by governmental institutions and also by NGOs, international NGOs. There are programs like parental training. Parents go to school and they learn. They also learn. So it's a big effort that as a nation we are doing, because it's not only the ministry but also the teachers and also the grandparents who are teaching how to prevent, and family-based intervention, community education. Lucho, can you please go further? For example, you know that rural teenagers are in troubles because they don't have access to education and they are very poor. So nowadays, there are rural youth programs to help and to teach rural teenagers how to prevent and don't enter to that kind of criminal groups. Right? There are programs for employment and education for all the community. And nowadays, and currently, we have a new government. And this new government is focusing all its efforts in the rural areas, in the marginalized areas in the country. So I think it's one of the alternatives of the development programs that the government is proposing. There are many, many more. Lucho, can you pass, or can you want to talk about this?
Yeah. I talked about victim support, and I'm very happy that they are put incentives for children in the rural area, teenagers, to have a better education, and possibly, if you don't want to go to school, maybe get a job, get a training in a craft, fetch you money. Legit money, instead of working in the coke field, drugs, being a mule for the drug bearers, I presume.
I think the best is, for example, nowadays, university is for free. Wow. So you don't have to pay a coin for the university. So if you are in the rural area, in the farm, and you want to go to the university, it is easy because you don't have to pay any money for your education, for the high education.
That's absolutely good. I'm happy with that, because we pay a lot here for our university education in the UK. It's a lot. So that's a very fantastic incentive to encourage people to further their education and be the best they want to be. That's great.
Public school isn't free for upper levels, only for lower levels.
And also, Grace, there are many, many programs. For example, there is a new program that is called CAIVAS, that it means Victim Assistance and Protection Programs, where if you, as a civil community, as a citizen, you see something wrong with a child, you immediately call and they attend and they receive that child and they protect that child. So that's fantastic. And we also have the Colombian Institute for Family Welfare, that in Spanish is ICBF. They protect children in vulnerable conditions. This picture that you see here is the building for that institution, and they give shelter, food, education to these kind of victims. So they go to that place and they support, they help them. And also they have education and vocational training programs for children, for teenagers, for women that are immersed in this world. There are more measures. Lucio, can you pass, please? For example, we also have partnership with NGOs and international organizations such as UNICEF and IOM, that is the International Organization for Migration. As I tell you before, there are many migrants here in Colombia. They are coming from Venezuela, from Ecuador, especially from Venezuela, and also internal migration. We have internal migration because of the displacement. And this organization help the victims, and we have programs like this program that is Casa de la Mujer. This program focus on helping girls and young women recover from trafficking-related exploitation. So there are many examples of measures to support victims in these kind of social programs that the government and NGOs and organizations and institutions provide to the victims. And not only to the victims, but for the community in general.
So are there preventative programs then as well?
Preventing and supporting, because when they have the victim, they help the victim too, but they also prevent.
If you want more on this topic, kindly send an email to risingaboveshadowsofabuse@gmail.com. Thank you.